Hogan, everyone, and welcome to the Prep Zone. I'm Rhett Sharp. We're here at Fontainebleau High School where the Lady Bulldogs are set to take on the Hahnville Lady Tigers in a Division I bi-district playoff. For the Lady Bulldogs, this is a chance for them to make a real run into the playoffs and see how far they can go in the state. For the Hahnville Tigers, the story there is to come into Fontainebleau, a very difficult place to play, and come out with a victory. It should be an entertaining game. We'll see what happens. The Lady Bulldogs, the Lady Tigers. This one's underway as Diana Goff and Maddie Cerise kick off for the Fontainebleau Lady Bulldogs. This is the first round bi-district LHSAA soccer playoffs, and we are in Mandeville. Hahnville Lady Tigers, that's number 15, Dia Wilson, kicks it out of bounds. We've got an early throw in for the Bulldogs. Tadlock looks inside. There's a first shot and a goal. Allie White making quick work of this one. Less than a minute gone in this match. Allie White drops the hammer. No, she doesn't, pardon me. Looking down on a piece of paper, she was offsides or missed. So never mind. Tigers are still on the looking for a counterattack. That's a nice ball up the far sideline to Mackenzie Hargis. Apologize for the misinformation. Got a little jump start on that goal. Got a corner, no, it's a throw in. Get my bearings here. It is a corner kick. That's Claire Schwest. Gonna swing this one in. It's a tough first touch there. Allie White to send it forward. And here come the Lady Bulldogs. Nice run from Goff. She gets taken off the ball. That's Hendricks. Haley Mundell gets it to Wilberg, and that's cut off by Gonzalez. And they had some numbers, but the Lady Bulldog defense holds. Gonzalez White, a long ball up the field. It's a foot race. Tadlock. Ooh. And she buries it. Now that's a goal. Okay, Tadlock off a miss from Dia Wilson. Tadlock really put that one away. Upper 90. And folks, that is a goal this time. So that now it really is 1-0. Lady Bulldogs ahead quickly. Phoebe Jarenka and Mackenzie Hargis set to kick off for the Tigers. That was really an unfortunate defensive play from Dia Wilson, but let's see if the Tigers can regroup and figure this out. Claire Schwest. That's a nice ball up this near sideline. Bulldog defense, no problem. White gets it away, and she's rewarded with a Bulldog throw-in. Emily Eberts That's a nice ball, but it's cut off by Tadlock. And there is Wilson. King. Out of bounds Bulldog throw in. The Lady Bulldogs come in with a record of 13-5-4. It's a nice throw up the far sideline, and Wilson, ooh, wow. Hahnville fans not too happy with the no call. The Lady Bulldogs, their losses this season coming from Mandeville High, SSA, Dominican, Vanderbilt, and North Shore. On the other side of the ball, the Lady Tigers are the 26th seed. They come in with a 14-12-2 record. And there's some nice ball movement from the Lady Bulldogs as Allie White gonna run this one down. Gonna pass it off to Emily Eberts with the throw in. The ball stays in, and the Tigers are regrouping. Nice defense from Mundell. And out of bounds. We're gonna have a throw in. Nice throw up the far sideline. Gets it up to King, who's gonna get it back and quickly throw it in. But I believe she was a little too far up the sideline. Referee wants her to back up a little bit. King kind of creeping up a little too far on that throw in. Wow, that's a great throw in right there. Sadie Dickinson, nice turn. Lady Tigers are going to switch fields over to Claire Schwest. And then she gets taken off. Tadlock all over the field. Allie White. Gonzalez. Nice through ball, cut off. And we're going back, Lady Bulldogs, other direction. And that's a great move from Maddie Cerise. And they're gonna get a throw in. Tadlock, who's already scored, with the quick throw. Allie White, always dangerous. Tough look at that shot. And this is your goalkeeper, Sarah Ford. First goal kick of the, second goal kick of the match, I believe. First one coming off that, what I thought was a goal. Looks like the Tigers want to try to bang it forward and get somebody to run underneath. The Bulldogs, very technical. Very good at finding open space. Ford again to kick this one away. Lady Tigers content to kick that one out of bounds. It's been mostly Fontainebleau offense so far in this match. If you're just joining us, it's 1-0 at Fontainebleau. Here comes a corner kick. Sadie Dickinson, right-footed corner kick, nice ball. It's in the box. The Tigers are able to scramble. Allie White centers it. Wow, just off of Maddie Kazabat. White mishandles the first touch. Here come the Tigers.
Nice defense back to White. And we've got a throw in. There's a shot. Not too much to deal with for Ford. A lot of Hahnville fans in the stands. Pretty good turnout tonight. After all, this is the playoffs. That ball pushed forward. Ford comes off her line to pick it up. Sarah Ford busy in the first 10 minutes of this first half. Gonzalez to Laurent, trying to find King. A couple of quick throw-ins in a row. Goff. Gasson. Allie White, nice through ball. Fontainebleau had the numbers, but offside is the call. This is number 15, Dia Wilson. She and Tadlock tangled up earlier, and Tadlock came out the successor with the goal. Nice turn from Bailey, and then a tackle. Taylor Laurent sends it up. Allie White, very physical, gets it back. She's got space. Nice chip. Again, Ford has to come out and grab it. That's a nice ball to Goff in the far corner. She's going to center it over the top. Claire Swest has to make a miraculous kind of kick. Ball still in the box. Diana Goff sends it backwards. Tadlock gets taken off. And now let's see if the Tigers can counter right here. This is what I think they're going to try to have to do. And that's just nice defense from the Lady Bulldogs. Nice move from Wilson. Defense once again holds strong for the Bulldogs, though. Boyer with the throw in. Taylor Laurent gets around a couple of Bulldogs, but quickly Fontainebleau gets it back, and that's a nice ball. And it's a foot race. And that's Wilson again. Wow. Maddie Cerise had an open look at a goal. It was a great effort. But Dia Wilson is going to have to get back and play some better kind of man-on coverage. But this field, I think, is a little chewed up. I'm not going to blame it on the field, but that's the second time that Dia Wilson has slipped. And it almost cost another goal for the Tigers. Jarinka, Gasson. Tadlock stays up. Gonna send it over. Ford comes out to grab it. Golf with space. Offside is the call. Again, I'm not sure if the Tigers are playing a trap or not, but no, we're gonna have a throw in. Excuse me. It's Hargis. Tadlock. Look how well the Lady Bulldogs are moving the ball, and that's a nice shot and finish from Diana Golf. You can't draw that up any better. Plenty of touches to go around. Lady Bulldogs finding space and taking the shots. 2-0 now, your score. Great finish from Golf. The Tigers are gonna have to figure out something offensively to unlock this Bulldog defensive puzzle. Some type of counterattack is the only thing that I see they can do at this point, but the Bulldogs are moving the ball so well. That's good defense from Boyer. Dickinson gets it right back, and she's going to center it. Wilson heads it out of the box. Tigers look a little confused there, and that ball goes out of bounds. Hargis sends it out, but quickly retrieved by a Bulldog as they try to switch fields. Eberts sends it forward, and that's a good ball. Tadlock's going to run it down, and we're going to have a throw in right in the corner. Looking for Allie White. She's going to send it back out to Tadlock, who gets it down. Nice cross. Back door, great save. Wow. Sarah Ford puts a hand on it. Tadlock with a great backdoor cross, but Ford able to knock it down. Sarah Ford again. She's played a heck of a first half so far. Saved a lot of shots. Allie White gives it up. Great physical game. You can see both teams really not letting up. The Tigers are going to have to come up with something, I keep saying, offensively, because they played defense for most of this first half. Not able to produce any shot on goal yet. Sarah Ford again with the save. Tadlock, White. And this is just great movement. That's a good through ball to Tadlock, who's going to give it. She could have taken that shot, but she let her teammate. Shea Ashe instead with a near miss. Allie White all over the field. This is Hargis making a run. That's a good ball. Zoe Gasson, a little give and go, see if she can get the cross in. And there's our first shot for the Tigers, kind of a cross. And that's really well covered by Bailey Scott. First time I've said her name tonight. Bailey Scott, the goalkeeper for the Lady Bulldogs, comes out and makes a great save. The Tigers show signs of life offensively. White settles, sends it forward. Hargis looking for Gonzalez, can't find anybody. This is Schwest. She gets cut off. And this is Dia Wilson again. She is their stopper, and she's done a good job, but the score is still 2-0. Tadlock. Schwest. This is Tadlock to the corner. Saves it. Hargis up the line. Allie White cuts the pass off, but Hargis gets it back. White, the switch fields. We're gonna have a throw in and a Bulldog substitution or two. Ball quickly put back in play. Hargis. Tadlock. Out of bounds. Hargis looking for a teammate upfield, can't find anybody. Bulldog defense has clamped down. Here comes White, plenty of room. Too much pace on that, no problem for Sarah Ford. White had all day to run that, really. Hargis looking for King, and that ends up being a Bulldog throw in front of the Lady Bulldog bench. There's Coach Hotard. She has to be pleased with what she's seen so far in this match. And the Tigers try desperately to get something going here. Jarenka sends it out. She was looking for King again. Here comes White. Nice pass to Tadlock, just a great through ball, and it's a foot race now. Tadlock gets grabbed, but she's gonna pass it off to Golf, who's gonna drop it back again. There's a shot from distance. Sarah Ford scoops it up. The ball movement from the Lady Bulldogs is really remarkable right now. They are really passing with crisp precision. Wedicam. Nice ball. Onside. We've got an offside call. Tadlock called offside. And that would have been her second of the night. Nevertheless, here comes the kick from Ford. Straight back to Tadlock. Couple of moves. And then White scoops it up. She's going to switch fields. Where Madison Boyer feels the heat's going to kick it out of bounds. Bulldog throw in far side. Dia Wilson. The Bulldogs looks like they've been rewarded with a corner kick. Hahnville fans not happy. And Tadlock, left-footed. Excuse me, that's right-footed, pardon me. A little too deep for the Bulldogs. So about 13 minutes to go in the first half. Still 2-0. Bulldogs up on the Hahnville Lady Tigers first round by district playoffs. Sarah Ford. That's a misplaced ball there, and luckily the Lady Bulldog missed the shot. Ford was well off of her line. That's great defense from Vaquero. And quickly the Bulldogs turn it around. Boyer. That's a nice cross. Ford has to grab it away from Tadlock, who was really rushing. Wedicam. And out of bounds. Dangerous ball, just kind of lingering in the box. Out of bounds and another throw in. Tiger defense going to have to take a few deep breaths here at halftime, as Coach Barrique is going to have to come up with some kind of different game plan for this Bulldog team. Coach Hotard has coached them well. There's some confusion. Wow. Headed to Sarah Ford. Very legal. There's the punt. Nice defense. And now Boyer with the throw in. Couple of nice moves from Hargis. And then quickly taken off the ball. Boyer again. Just around 10 minutes left in the first half. Nice throw up the far sideline. Boyer again sends it out. Been a lot of throw-ins across the field tonight. That's a nice ball. Aimed at Tadlock. Here's a shot. Looks like it hits the high jump mat behind the goal. And we're going to have another Fontainebleau corner kick. This is Catherine Scallon. Well placed. White gets her head on it, just misdirected. Ford backs up and surveys the field. Tigers looking for a quick counter. And there is some defense from number 17, Mundell. Hargis. Wow, look how far Sarah Ford is. She's way out and picks that up. White. And that's Dia Wilson. The last line of defense for the Hahnville Lady Tigers has been pretty on point tonight, minus the 2 goals, but it's been all Lady Bulldogs on offense. And here comes the throw-in. Ford has been all over the goal tonight. There's the punt. Eberts waits for the substitution as Pence goes to the bench. Give and go, too much pace on that, out of bounds. Schwest. Wilson kind of escorts the ball into Sarah Ford's hands. There's the punt. Goff. And that's Wilberg, sends it out. Quick throw in for the Tigers. Wow, it goes off of number 9, Bailey King, from a Mundell kick. And there is just kind of a cross to no one. And for the second time tonight, we see Bailey Scott. Send it forward. That's a nice through ball for the Tigers. Nobody home across the field. Schwest, the closest Tiger in the area, And you can see the score and the time on the scoreboard. It's a great shot from our cameraman out there, Dave the Rave. About 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Lady Bulldog throw in. LHSAA keeps it alive. Madison Boyer. Here comes Hargis. There's a whistle. That was a shove, yeah. That was Bailey King knocking over Wilberg. Tadlock. That's a nice ball. And a good turn from Ashe back to Tadlock. Shot from distance, off the mark. That's a good pass. And then quickly the Bulldogs find a way to stop whatever momentum the Tigers may have had. And here we are going back the other way. Wilson has to make an incredible slide tackle just to prevent a cross. If the Lady Tigers can come out of this first half with only 2 goals scored on them, it'll be a victory. Here comes White. You know she's going to Tadlock. Tadlock going to send it back. And that is Donna Henrich. Kind of an ill-advised touch there. And the Lady Bulldogs are going to get a corner kick. It's number 16, Catherine Scallon. Going to send it in. Allie White puts it right back. And look at that. That's how you do it. Allie White to Shea Ashe. So 3-0 now. Lady Bulldogs on top of Lady Tigers here in the first half. Under 2 to go. Lady Bulldogs just scored on a beautiful corner kick from Scallon to White, and then Ashe to finish it off. That's Vaccaro. Tadlock, who's got 1 goal tonight already. There's Wilson. Boyer gonna shield it. She's gonna keep it in. Dangerous ball there. Lady Bulldogs get it back. That's Goff. Nice move. And there's a shot. Wow. Catherine Scallon, who just participated in the corner kick, took a shot from distance there Off the mark, Sarah Ford with the goal kick. We're probably in stoppage time at this point. First half coming to a close. Story of the match so far has been this Bulldog offense just overpowering the Tiger defense. Schwest. Hargis up the line for King. And that's about as far as they're going to go with it as Mundell turns it around. White up the field for Tadlock, who catches it in stride. And she's going to lay it off. Wow. Ashe. Look at that shot. Unreal. Jamie Wedekam. What a great shot that was. And it is now 4-0. Fontainebleau adds to their lead before halftime. That shot was over Sarah Ford's head. Ashe kind of let it go. She knew Wedekam was coming with the follow through. What a great shot. And the Tigers are just in shock at this point. Just want the first half to be over with, I can imagine. Phoebe Jarenka. This is Morgan Trujillo. Got a handball late in the first half. This could be the only legitimate shot we'll see. Let's see what the Tigers elect to do. Off the side netting. No problem for Bailey Scott and company. And that is the end of the first half. Lady Bulldogs on top of the Hahnville Lady Tigers by a score of 4-0.
St. Tammany Parish Public Schools, an A-rated school district. Graduates with the highest ACT scores in the state. Facilities with the latest technology. Safe and secure schools. A variety of sports, fine arts, and learning to last a lifetime.
I'm Superintendent Trey Foles, and this is where we educate every child, every day.
Second half underway. Jarenka and Hargis send it for the Lady Tigers. White. Out of bounds. Tiger throw in for Boyer. Up the line, nice defensive work. Ooh, wow. That's a tough shot. Going to be a free kick given to the Bulldogs. A little bit of a mishandle, but Bulldogs keep it in bounds, and it's going to stay in bounds. This is an opportunity for Diana Goff. She takes a shot, and Sarah Ford drops down and grabs that. It was all Bulldog offense in the first half. Let's see what Coach Barake had to say at halftime to his squad to kind of kickstart something on offense for them. Nice move from Bailey King. Quickly taken off. No call. Ooh, wow. Okay. Now it's getting physical out there in the second half. That's going to be a free kick. Wilberg sends it up and out of bounds. And another shot taken by the Tigers. That's Bailey King. They're getting beaten up here early in the second half. Hahnville fans upset at the referees. White, nice through ball up the line for Dickinson. And that's good defense from Dia Wilson. Dickinson with the throw in. Allie White always dangerous. Let's see if the Tigers can counter. They cannot. Casbot. Zoe Gasson gets tangled up on that far sideline. And a whistle. The referee gonna have a little conference. And here comes a booking. Wow, it's a yellow card given to Gabby Cerise. I don't know what happened, but I know she got tangled up there momentarily with Gasson, I believe it was. So a free kick given to the Lady Tigers and the first yellow card of the night. Now both sets of fans upset at the referees. Rachel Campbell kicks that one out, and the Tigers are moving the ball on offense. Nice run from Wilberg. And Wilson again. If she's not there, the score would be a few more. The crowd is now really giving the referees the what for. Tadlock looks back inside as an open shot. Wow. Shea Ashe had a good look. Goal kick taken in by Casbot. And that is out of bounds. Ashe. White now. Tigers look the give and go is broken up. White. Offside is the call. A lot of fans in attendance tonight for this playoff match. It's about 46 degrees outside. It's what we call soccer weather here in Channel 13 in the prep zone. Dickinson. That ball ricochets off of a Lady Tiger out of bounds. Wilberg with the throw in. Ashe sends it up to Goff. Dickinson gonna cross it. Tadlock was waiting for it, and that she still got it. And there's that cross that we've seen all night. Beautiful off the, oh wow. Diana Goff with the one time. Pretty much took that one out of the air. Missed it, still a great attempt, and Tadlock is a weapon coming up that right sideline. Quick Tiger throw in. Gonzalez up the field for Hargis. Pardon me, that was Ashe. Tadlock. That's just great defense from the Tigers. And then just really physical play out there. The referees are letting them play. Kazabot sends it forward, and Sarah Ford is waiting. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the first round by-district playoff game. Fontainebleau Lady Bulldogs against the Hahnville Lady Tigers by-district matchup. The Lady Bulldogs are leading 4-0. And this is a Tiger throw-in to the box. Bulldogs quickly regain it. Allie White trying to settle. She does. And she's just going to speed through. And there's a pass. Offside again. That was close. So I said in the first half, I wasn't sure if the Tigers were enforcing a trap, but I think they are, and it's worked a few times tonight for them. That ball slips through. Goff. White. Sadie Dickinson saves it, turns it. Wow, and just off the mark was Ashe. You see the score and the time remaining in this game as Sarah Ford, pardon me, she's going to drop that off for a teammate to take the goal kick. White. A little bit of a miscommunication there. And we're going to have a Bulldog throw in. It's nice to have a ball boy down there. A lot of times we have to wait for these players to run the ball down whatever sideline it happens to be. Tonight we don't have to do that. And here is, again, Dia Wilson and Diana Goff in a foot race. Wilson gets to the ball, kicks it out of bounds. Sadie Dickinson now to throw it in. Ashe back out to Dickinson. That ball deflects and then back out of bounds. Maddie Kazabat. That's a good ball from Trujillo. Free kick taken right in front of the Lady Bulldog bench. There's Coach Hotard. The ball dropped into the box. Kazabat just. And Allie White tries to flick. And then there's the run on. She takes the ball away, but it's going to be a Tiger throw in this time deep in their own territory. Tadlock can't chase that down from the Kazabat pass, and it's going to be a goal kick. There's White out to Dickinson. The ball cut out by Campbell. Oof, wow. Tadlock just missing. And there's Sarah Ford. She's running all the way back behind the scoreboard to get this one. And I don't have to tell you, there's the score and the time again. Everybody just as informed as I am. Here comes the kick. Out of bounds. The ball has been out of bounds more than inbounds here in the second half, I think. Nice ball from Goff. Cut off, and then it's going to be a corner kick. There goes Dickinson to chase the ball. Just under 25 minutes to go in the first half. You can see the countdown, 4-0, the score, and Dickinson to take this. There's a left-footed boot. Great settle from Ashe. Ford punts it out. White looks for Tadlock over the top. It's a great defensive play from Taylor Laurent. Tigers now looking to make something happen. The fans get excited when anything happens on their side of the field. Quickly though, the Lady Bulldogs turn it back around. Dickinson and Boyer tangle up, and it'll be a Bulldog throw in. Looking for Ashe in the box. Tadlock between the legs. White, nice move. And then misses with the shot. Taylor Laurent now to take the goal kick. Shot. Wow. And Dia Wilson paid for that one. Wilberg knocks it out of bounds. This is Bailey King. Wilberg gets shoved in the back by Jarenka. And she's going to get a free kick. The ball pops straight in the air and out of stays in bounds. Wow, look at White. She is not afraid to go after it. Another kick for Wilberg. This is going to be Tadlock. Sarah Ford again there to retrieve the shot. There's the Vuvuzelas from the Hahnville fan side. I think the boys team came out to support the girls team tonight. So if you hear that in the background, that's your Hahnville Tiger fans bringing some entertainment. Hahnville gets the call and quickly push it upfield. Here's White to Tadlock. Wilson. And with under 20 minutes to play here in the match, it's still 4-0. The Lady Bulldogs in control. That ball popped up in the box. Dangerous ball for White, and she finishes. They put on quite a show here tonight. The Tigers have come in. But like I said pre-game, it's very, very difficult to come in here in this environment in Mandeville and upset the Bulldogs. And I don't think the Tigers are going to do it tonight. Having said that, Hahnville has put up quite a fight defensively, just not strong enough tonight. That ball popped up out of bounds. Sarah Ford to retrieve. Taylor Laurent puts a shoulder into Ashe. Referee says play on. A little bit of back and forth now. White cuts that off, out of bounds. Quick Tiger throw in. Well, it was going to be quick. Ended up not being quick. That's number 10, Boyer. And Boyer content to send that one out of bounds. Amber Wilberg waits for a couple of substitutions for the Lady Bulldogs. Coach Hotard getting her players all the play time that they can get. This is invaluable time in the playoffs for all of the team to get some time on the field. Trujillo. Golf gonna send it out. And there's a cross and a second effort from Maddie Cerise. Puts the Bulldogs ahead. Just about 15 minutes to go. Boyer and White. And now we're playing kickball out of bounds. Here's Bailey King. She gets it back and pops it into the center of the field to the waiting Bulldog goalkeeper. And she's not seen much action tonight. Nice punt. That's a good ball up the line. Wow. Missed a little bit of a mishandle from Dickinson. And then we've got an offside call. It's a nice run from Dickinson, but Dia Wilson back there as she has been all night. The score says 5-0. I actually think it's 6-0. It's 5? Abby Golf sends it in. Tigers get it back and then throw it right out of bounds. White with the throw in. And we're just going back and forth. That's a nice turn and shot. Wow, what a finish from Diana Golf. Just settles the ball, turns it back in the box, and then finishes it off with that right foot. Nothing Sarah Ford can do about that at all. And that'll make it 6-0. Lady Bulldogs. Again, Diana Golf. Perfect finish. I imagine the Tigers just want to get off the field at this point. Allie White quickly takes it away. There's Golf with a nice ball. Looking for Gabby Cerise, and Gabby stays on it in the corner. Left-footed cross across the face of the goal. And we're going to have a goal kick. The referee talking to Madison Boyer. There's the kick. Nice work from Amber Wilberg. Ford picks it up. Nice work from the Tigers to stay with that. And we're going the Tigers' direction with this throw in. All Donna Hendricks can do is kick that out of bounds. We've got more substitutions for the Bulldogs. Coach Hotard giving her starters some rest. White. Nice outlet pass to Abby Golf. Wilberg cut off. White gets it back, switch fields. Sarah Ford comes off to get the ball. That ball stays in bounds. The Tigers trying something to put a goal on the board. But as it stands, the Bulldogs We're going to end this game with a clean sheet, 6-0 right now. There's the Hahnville fans at the bottom of your screen. Going to be a throw in here. Taylor Laurent. And here we go. It's a good throw in from Taylor into the box. And Allie White clears it. And that's going to be a definite foul. And we've got a hurt player. Going to take a brief timeout. So we're back after the injury timeout. The Tiger free kick. That was Taylor Laurent. Looked like she might have got the wind knocked out of her. She got up and walked off on her own power, so that's a good thing. Still a physical game out there. The Tigers are still battling for every ball. Lady Bulldogs just too skilled tonight. Wilberg up the line and out of bounds. This second half certainly has seen a lot of throw-ins, particularly on this side. White heads it forward. Out of bounds again. Here's Amber Wilberg. White stays on it. Looking to get that ball through to Abby Goff. Wilberg cuts that pass out. That's a nice defensive play, and then a miscue. And this is trouble for the Tigers. Abby Goff. The Tigers just need to get it out of the box. Here's White. Looking to go the other direction. Half a step short is Olivia Johnson. And Taylor Laurent back in the game. He's going to take the kick. She's still kind of holding her side a little bit there, you can see. But she gets a good kickoff. And this is the Tigers trying to counter. It's a good give and go up that far sideline. And the Bulldog defense holds again. Under 5 minutes to go, about 3.5 minutes actually to go in the match. The Lady Bulldogs have put on a show tonight and got 6 to go in the net. Still, everyone's still playing real hard out there. I'll tell you what. There's no give up in the Hahnville Tigers, and there's definitely no give up for these Bulldogs either. That ball stays in. Nice move from Maddie Cerise. Wilberg. And then that's a smart whistle from the referees. Like, what are we going to do there? All right, so Bailey Tadlock back in the game. A little back and forth. Finally, the Bulldogs come out with it, and there's a pass. Sarah Ford comes out to retrieve it. We're under 2 to play in the match. Hahnville fans sensing the imminent loss here in the first round. Gonna have to make the trip back tonight. Looks like the Bulldogs are gonna make it to the second round. There's an attempt. Wow, the defense just shuts it down. That was Donna Henrichs. And this is a corner kick, folks. This is a Lady Tiger corner kick late in the game. Let's see what Claire Schwest can do. Nice left-footed in-swinger. No problem for the Bulldogs. That's Bailey Webb up to Maddie Cerise. Guess that's a handball. The Tigers quickly reset. And again, the Bulldog defense is having none of that. Schwest. That ball sneaks all the way through to Abby Golf. And we've got another offside call. We are in stoppage time. I expect the whistle to blow pretty soon here to end the match. And there's a trip. So Amber Wilberg will take this free kick. You see the captain's band on her sock. Sarah Ford comes out, kicks it out of bounds. And this one is all but in the books, folks. Collision in the box. Out of bounds. Wilberg up the line. Tough angle for Maddie Cerise. And the referee checking his watch. Going to be a throw-in. And that's your ball game, folks. The Lady Bulldogs move forward to the second round of the playoffs. They defeat the Hahnville Lady Tigers 6-0 tonight. I want to send a special thank you out to everyone responsible for bringing you the game, starting with our superintendent of St. Tammany Parish Public Schools, Mr. Trey Foles, our director of broadcasting at Channel 13, Dr. Melody Swang, cameraman tonight, Dave the Rave William, always doing a great job out there in the weather. I'm Rhett Sharp. Hope you've enjoyed the game as much as I have. We'll see you next time in the Prep Zone. You are now leaving the Prep Zone.